to erase your memories and bend you at my will if I should please.
Yes, you could dull my mind with sorcery. Would my heart be charmed that easily? And if so, then why have you delayed this long as using magic as a way to gain your ends?
I have no power to take. The gift of love, which you must freely make. Of all that I survey, you are the treasure that lifts my heart and gives me greatest pleasure. I would be honored if you deigned to take this gift my heart has prompted me to make. All that is mine is yours, and what you desire, you know, I would move mountains to acquire.
I only have one wish,
What is it then?
that I get to see my father again.
And if heaven can hear my wish, it is that I might see my child once more before I die.
I must go to him.
No, it cannot be.
Please, I beg you, grant this one request for me.
Beauty, get up. You know not what you do. It is I who should be on my knees to you.
I promise to return.
You should not weep, nor make promises which you will not keep.
I will.
You can't!
How can I willingly betray this trust you have given me?
The will is subject to the whim of fate, whose hand we do not dare anticipate. And once more, in a father's arms embraced, your memories of me will be erased, will forget your prison, and the heart condemned to loneliness when you depart.
But everything is subject to your will. At your command, the raging winds will still. And if you were to say the sun will cease to glow, your power is great enough to make it so.
All of the power I possess will fade if you should fail to keep this vow you've made. For time is blind of promises forgot, and death will come to me if you, beauty, do not.
I know the sorrow of your loneliness. I know your torment, which is measureless. I know your heart would break if I should go and not return to you. All this I know. And knowing that my loss would be in your death, could I deceive you now and still draw breath?
Forgive me, beauty.
Let those gentle tears dissolve all doubt in me and drown all fears.
Must be dreaming, or some sorcery that fashions this apparition that I see. If you be a spirit, in God's own heart, and come no more to trouble my poor heart.
This is no spectre for which your eyes perceive, but that devoted daughter for which you grieve, who lives and loves her father.
God be praised. I don't know what to say. I am amazed. When I discovered what you've done, my soul was plunged into a dark and dismal hole, which no word of comfort lifted me, or could assuage my great despondency.
Forgive me, Father. I'd rather die than bring one tear of sorrow to your eye.
These are tears of joy which you evoke. Your presence mends the heart your loss had broke. We've given you up, my love, for lost at least. But how did you manage to escape the beast? I wouldn't think you'd be so unwise to leave unguarded such a prize.
Father,
Help! You clumsy simpleton! Help! Help! You lazy slut! I am undone! I will beat some brains into that head, you clod!
Have mercy on me, sister!
Oh my God!
This is no ghost. Our beauty has returned.
Be careful with that broom, you maniac!
This is quite a jolt, I must admit. My head is spinning. I think I should sit.
Don't you think our beauty is looking well?
Why, yes. You'd hardly guess she'd been through hell.
My God, that dress and all that jewelry. I thought you were a princess come to call.
How nice. It's just dear sister after all.
Are those Real diamonds?
Yes, I think they are.
A present from the beast?
Yes.
How bizarre.
It's gorgeous.
Here, it will look well on you.
On me? Why, yes, that's really very true. My hands were filled with fire.
I might have known. Beauty, these jewels were made for you and you alone. A souvenir from nightmares past and dead. But how did you manage to escape the beast? You have not said. You have such troubled eyes. What is it?
The beast has only freed me for a visit. In 3 days' time I must return, or he will perish, broken-hearted.
Now I see. This monster loves you.
And it cannot be that you love him too.
It's quite obvious she's been hypnotized.
The plan to save her soul must be devised. Father, may we retire and change our clothes? These filthy rags offend the eye.
And nose.
Of course.
I hope your stomach will be able to tolerate the limit of our table. Oh, I bet you'll find it novel being fed on rancid gruel and moldy crust of bread.
I think you've said enough, Hawkins.
Oh, have I? There's so much more I'd love to say.
Don't try. You'll have your chance again. Now, both of you. I'm sure you have your choice of the attending to. My beauty, let me gaze at you a while and deeply drink the tonic of your smile. You have the troubled eyes again. Don't fear. What Hawkins said was just a bit severe. We have plenty to eat and drink. It's not as bad as she would have you think. Although, I am curious to know one thing. Did you not find the beast was frightening?
At first he frightened me with every look, so fierce that every fiber of me shook. But now his eyes appear so sad and deep, I have to look away sometimes, or even weep.
Perhaps you turn away from the reflection of what might prove to be your own affection. He treats you well.
Yes, it pleases him that he can satisfy my every whim. He asks so little in return of me. His only payment is my company. Yet every day his agony seems worse. A constant struggle rages in his breast. Two elements are war which will never rest.
He's cursed. There's little you can do to ease such suffering.
Yes, that may be true. But if I stay with